Long race.
It is gonna be a long race.
I mean, it will be long, but shit, last night. How has Dan been for you, Spoob? Oh, okay. That's weird, because I didn't even, like, let him know I was joining today. Shit.
I ran ILO without Emerson being there. 2, 3, something like that. Yeah.
Damn. I got nothing like that, but because I've taken it. Damn.
You go to work to make it, then you turn around and go there to spend it.
What's the point?
We're going green. Be ready here. Green's out now. Let's go. Car outside. Car on the outside now. All right, you're clear.
Are you streaming your onboard, Spoob? Or is J-Lo? But if J-Lo streaming, that's fine. I don't know. We'll see. Whichever onboard. Yeah. I'm just taking an educated guess. J-Lo probably won't get lapped easily. Not
Time to go. You got this.
or anything.
Watch, yeah, I was gonna say watch something big happen now.
J-Lo's probably streaming already.
I am too.
We're gonna have a few streams to go on now.
I'm not.
It's Jay. Are you looking for his PlayStation now? Oh, it's still Jay Wood something. Whatever his PlayStation ID is. Really? Why is it? One of my pops up Jay Wood. Mine's J-Y-M-I-C. Jay knows. I'll go through PlayStation and find it that I want. Because it should pop up on the what's new.
One more to go. That's incredible. Another top 5.
Invite. Let me know when that timer hits 0. What's that timer at?
It hasn't even started.
No, okay.
Timer's at 40.
Really?
I made myself too tight.
What's that timer at now?
15.
15.
15? Alright. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and jump in.
Now?
Alright. 10:13 now. Let's watch that live race and let's start that broadcast. Oh, it's thundering. Great. Alright. Alright.
00 still wants to start last.
6, 5, 4, 3. Hello YouTube and welcome to the Veedverks Bandit series here at the Darlington Raceway. The Lady in Black, the track that's too tough to tame. We're here for the Southern 200 here, sponsored by Veedverks. Make sure you go to Veedverks.com and use promo code VCOS for a discount on CBD-based products and weeds. We have 147 laps today. We have about 40 lap stages.
Drive safe, be smart, keep your head on straight. Almost ready.
45 laps.
Green.
First
Car high,
stage.
careful there.
I'm going to be jumping right
All
into
right,
them
you're
here.
clear.
They're going to be... Oh, I got kicked back to the lobby. That's great.
Car there on the outside. You got room, you're clear there. You got room, you're clear.
Alright, no worries. We'll continue on. Alright, so we have...
Outside.
We have 9 drivers here tonight competing. Everybody pretty much is in the playoffs as of now, with excluding this
Still
race.
there.
There's 2 races remaining to the playoffs. Indianapolis.
You
and
got
then
room,
Las
you're clear.
Vegas, and then we get going from there.
Outside.
It's loading up. It's a 7-lap shootout, or a 7-race shootout to Homestead to crown the champion.
All clear. Got a car high now.
Going or not?
Stay out the
Alright,
bottom.
I'm in. Yep.
Still there.
Alright, we're going to be joining the field on the front stretch here. And green flag is in the air. The 22
Car on the outside now.
of Corey is going to lead him into turn 1.
All right, you're clear. Car high, careful.
Contact in the
You
back.
got room,
As
you're
we started
clear.
the race, the 88, the 60 went to the rear. And the 00 did as well.
Got one down
Oh,
low now.
See the 2
We're
car to
all
the
around
inside
there.
of the 22. And there he goes, completing the pass on Corey. That would be 2 words. So move 2 words to the race lead. Now a lot of contact in the back. Looks like the 00 down on the flat of the racetrack. Everybody back on the racetrack now. I'm going to apologize in advance should the broadcast be cut off or become laggy, as there is storms in the area of the station here. Four cars now break away from the second half of the field. Here, 2 words leading over Corey. And there goes the car hard to the inside wall. That would be the 20 of Miz. Looks like he kept it off the inside wall. But man, oh man, was he close.
Hold your line.
I'm not trying to do that to the 60.
Clear high, bud.
I didn't want to spin.
Back here, Miz trying to rejoin the field here, and we got Trans and Dan going at it. That would be, I believe, for the 5th position, and Miz is in the 4th.
This car is fucking tight.
Miz is now all over the racetrack on the flat now, probably trying to ease his way back, and he's going around. Looks like everybody will avoid him. Back into turn 3, Dan looked to the inside of the 60, but didn't get his nose down there. The 60's in the wall, the double zero's in the wall, the double zero's pulling out to pass. And we'll fall right back. This is a battle all going on for the 4th position now, as the 20 has given up those spots, not intentionally.
Did it again too. I cannot. Oh my god. I hit that wall and ever
the
since
bad
then.
day gets worse for Miz. Just you hope he can try to stay on the lead lap here for the rest of the stage and maybe get this car back together before the end of stage so he can get a fresh start in stage 2. We'll be looking to see that.
Fucking destroyed.
Dan finally gets
Damage
around the 60
all
of
the way.
Trans. Had to use a little bit of the right side of his car and along with the right side of Trans's car. Move to the outside of Trans there. This is for 5th. The battle for the lead gets a little bit tighter with 2 words leading right ahead of Corey. Corey on the back bumper of that. Boob will get around the 60 of Trans. That is for 5th. Trans is pulling up the draft and look for another shot back at him. He'll follow him into 1 without making an attempt to pass.
Keep hitting your mark. You'll keep getting better.
Look at this crazy. I did not mean to hit Trans though. At all.
Riding on board with Trans, you could hear right there he was really tight through the center of 3 and 4, so he is not having a great time there.
Excellent lap there. Good job.
Going back up front, 2 words continues to lead over Corey, but they continue to run nose to tail. Got a little pin. 35 laps to go here at Darlington in stage 1. Riding on board the 22 to see if we can get around the 2 of 2 words. Again, Corey very dominant in this series, in this league, and obviously is no stranger to the front here, but riding second, not one of the sites we're used to. So we'll see how long it takes him to get back around this 2 car. But this 2 has definitely been keeping pace up in front of the 22 and holding steady. One person we haven't talked much about yet is the 88 of Jaywood. Again, very fast here. We heard all week that he has definitely had a fast car. I heard yesterday by the end of the first stage, he was one of the only 2 cars on the lead lap. So this is definitely a contender. He definitely has a fast car here, but I don't think he's showing his entire car's capability right now in the first stage. I think he's just taking it easy right behind the 60 at Trans. See Dan having a little trouble up there, trying to keep it out of the wall, almost in the wall right there. Having some fun. Looks like Jaywood's starting to get some momentum on the 60. He may be starting to put the pedal down closer to the floorboard now. Again, back up front. I believe Corey may now just be riding it out behind the 2 car, not really pushing the issue, waiting for him to make a mistake. It's still very early in this race, and no sense of urgency at all in that 22 camp. Riding the track, learning how the 22 runs this track, which can be very beneficial later in the race, knowing what is the strong suit. But it looks like this track is more of a singular groove racetrack. I swear English is my first language. The 60 will let the 88 of Jaywood by. I believe that is for the 6th position, 7th position. Jaywood now picking one off and looking at the next. His next target is the 74 of Spoob. They're in 6th. On board with Jaywood here as he approaches the 74 car, and it's starting to look like maybe the 74 just wanted a clean start, and maybe his car just isn't great at the start of the race, so he'll probably just ride the car out a little bit longer here, maybe show that it's more of a long run car. We approach closer to the end of a fuel run here. And I have about less than 10 laps or so before our next pit stop. So we're working lap 18 of 45 here. Oh, the 74 makes a little bit of love to the butter of the white line there, and the 88 looking all over the 74. The 74 is going to let him go easily, knowing that the 74 was in trouble and the 88 was faster. Smart move by Spoob. He's even going to fall back behind the 60 at Trans. Nothing changes up front. The gap maintains as Two Words has about a 4 car length gap over the 22 car. Somebody else has also been quiet today. Is that 5 car? That 5 car, I believe, is too fast for you. And he's been riding there in 3rd, had a very clean start to the race, and can definitely make some moves later in this race if he keeps that car clean and keeps up with this pace. So that's definitely going to be something to watch out for later. Too fast for you, see if he has the speed to contend with Two Words and Corey. He's not losing time to them. If anything, he may be slowly gaining time. We're on the brink of green flag pit stops in just a few laps now. Looks like the 2 are starting to get a little bit tighter there in the center of 3 and 4, and Corey may be looking to take advantage of that soon. It's going to be interesting to see if Corey pits before Two Words, or if Two Words pits before Corey. We'll see who makes the initial move to pit lane. And looks like it's Corey making his move to pit lane. Right as we speak of it. All the way on the bottom of the racetrack. Here he goes on the pit lane at a crawl. I mean, that is a slow pit lane speed, but everybody's got to obey it. Now, with this, he's pitting a lap before the 2 car. We'll see, does the 2 car respond to this lap riding on board? He will at the last second peel right off. And let's see, the 5 car of Too Fast For You will follow suit. The 7 does as well. Looks like the 00 will be moving up. No, not the 00 because the 7 stayed out. The 7 will become the race leader. That's crazy up there in the 7 car. So he now just passed the 22 car, becoming the official race leader. crazy. We'll see. Here he comes to pit lane. In this number 7 Suave Men Chevrolet. And looking like he's staying out on the track is the 00 of Dan.
All right, halfway to
Dan
the
now
track.
takes over the race lead. Dan sporting the Haas Automation Ford Mustang. And into the wall he goes a second time in the corner. And now the 00 peels his way off the pit lane now. Working the inside of the track as you have to make it to pit lane here. Makes
Clear
it
of the
to
pits, hammer down.
pit lane speed. And here comes the 22 to unlap himself. And if I am correct, the 22 will become the theoretical, or will cycle out to be the leader of this race over the 2 car. So, before green flag pit stops happened, the 22 was sitting behind the 2 of Two Words. Two Words had about a 3-car length lead over the 22 of Corey. Now after green flag pit stops, look at the difference 1 lap makes. Corey pitted 1 lap before Two Words. And now look at that. That's a good 15-20 car lengths there in between those 2 cars. So it went from -3 to plus 15 to 20 car lengths. And now Dan will give up the race lead to the 1A2 car, followed by the 2. And then I believe it's the 5 and the 7. Dan making his way out of pit lane now. 88 battling with the 74 and the 60 on pit exit here.
20 laps to go.
Yes, the 5 is in 3rd still. The 7 is in 4th. I believe Dan did cycle out to 5th, right ahead of Jay Wood in 6th, the 74 in 7th. We have Trans in 8th, Miz in 9th. Corey working his way around the racetrack now. Becoming 18 laps to go in stage 1. These drivers should be good to the end. We'll see if no driver will be probably pushing at least towards the end of the stage unless they are in close contention with somebody else. No driver should really be using up their tires here, and they should all make it to the end easily on their set of tires and fuel. Here comes Two Words. Two Words goes right by Corey. Looks like Corey let him by, actually. Just stepped over on the left side of the racetrack and let the 2 car right by.
Wow, that's fast.
We got a major 3-car battle here with the 00, the 88, and the 74 here. 00 on the apron of the racetrack. At first I thought he was trying to pit, but he's going to go right on back. Right behind the 74 here. Maybe he was just trying to let the 88 and the 74 by. Jay Wood up to 5th. Smooth still in 6th. And now Dan to 7th. Dan fighting a really tight car there on the exit. Had to keep it off the wall there, and the car just stepped out. The back end stepped out, and he almost went around off the 2. Just trying to keep the car under control and finish the stage in one piece. That is his goal at the moment. And again, Dan fighting a ill-handling race car there, trying to keep it in one piece. Again, we go back up front. Corey right behind. Two Words. Two Words comes up off the groove for a second, and looks like he was going to give Corey the position, and then gets right back in the lane. Two Words into the wall. Corey coming from full head of steam, or not. Corey lets off for him. Very interesting. I believe these guys have an alliance going on here because they're working really well together. And I believe that's what it was, a Penske RCR alliance, if I wasn't mistaken. See, the 2 just shoots right into the corner on corner entry, and the 22 backed off so much on corner entry. And the 22 gets a great exit. And the 5 now closing in on this. This could be a 3-car battle here at the end of the stage. Dan and Spoob are going at it. That is for the 6th position. Dan into the wall. And the top 3 are now starting to get really close to each other here. This could end up being a 3-car battle here at the end of the stage. 11 laps to go in stage 1. The 2 just trying to keep it out of the wall. And the 5, he was making some good time, and then off of turn 2, he gets loose. The back end steps out, and he almost went around. He had to catch the car. He's going to lose some time to the leaders here. 10 laps to go in stage 1. A clean stage so far. 35 down, 10 laps to go in stage 1. Back here, Trans gets around Spoob. That is for the 7th position.
Last 10 laps, you gotta focus.
That's the 6th position. I'm sorry, Dan fell off the face of the earth. There he is, right behind the 74, Spoob. And now it looks like Corey and Two Words are getting into it a little bit more for the race lead here, as we're down to single-digit laps remaining in the stage, and they know that 5 cars are coming. I think this 5 car may secretly have the fastest car here. The 22 continues to look for a way around the 2. And the 5 looking to close a little bit, little by little, every corner. The 5 trying to keep his car under control. This time by will be 7 laps to go for the leaders. 7 laps to go. 3 cars starting to come even closer to becoming under a blanket. Mind you, the 7 car is in 4th. Jay Wood looking to make gains on the 7 car. Jay Wood sitting in 5th right now. Fallback Trans is in 6th, Spoob is in 7th, Dan is in 8th. They're all about the equidistant apart. Miz is in 9th. The top 3 are now really close to each other here, coming to about 5 to go this time by. The top 3 are now about equidistant, but they're about 5 car lengths from each other. This 5 car has really crept into the stage 1 finish here. So with 5 laps to go, it's not a lot of time, but at Darlington, it may be just enough time to get around 2 cars. Here we go, that should be 5 laps to go. The 2 car riding really close to that outside wall. Cars under a blanket, riding nose to tail at the lady that's too tough to tame, the lady in black. The 22 is going to let the 5 car go right around them, and the 5's got a huge head of steam. He may take a shot at the lead here. He's going to think better of it. 4 laps to go. He's got a lot of time, and he's got 1 car to pass. What an insane turn of events here. We have the 5 of Too Fast For You sitting in the shadows, sitting in the wings, backstage, waiting for his chance to get on the stage. Let the 2 and the 22 dominate the stage, and with 3 laps to go to the outside of the 2 car, makes it look easy, but the race lead goes too fast for you. 3 laps to go in stage 1. What a steal. Miz is there trying to stay on the lead lap. 2 laps to go. Back on board the 2 car. Let's see if he has enough car to get back to him. 2 laps to go. I don't think he does. The 2 hard into the wall. Now it's the battle for second. The 22, Corey going by him. Corey up to second. I don't think he has enough time to try to catch that 5 car. No, he does not. That 5 is gone. One lap to go in stage number 1, and he's only going to need to lead 2 laps here in stage 1. If the 5 car can make it back around, he had a fast car the entire stage, but he's only going to lead 2 laps, and that's all you need. All that matters is that most important lap. As he comes into turn number 3, as long as he can find the other side of this corner. Too fast for you. Through 3 and 4. He's going to bring that 5 car home with a stage 1 victory. After Corey and 2 words dominate the stage nose to tail for a good 30 of the 45 laps of it. Then they started running into the wall, and the 5 car made all that time up and got right up there and stole it away. Everybody was running low on fuel there to the end, trying to keep those tires under them. To go through the order, we have Too Fast For You with the stage win, Corey in second, 2 words in third, Jay Wood in fourth, Crazy in fifth. Jay Wood did end up getting the Crazy and made that pass. So the 88's in fourth, Crazy in the 7 car in fifth, Trans Am in the 60 is sixth, Spoob in the 74 is seventh, Dan in the 00 is eighth, and Miz in the 20 is 9th. He did not fall 1 lap down. He gets that caution, makes some adjustments to that car, and we'll have 9 cars back in this on the other side.
No.
Make sure you go to Veedverks.com and use promo code VCOS for CBD-based products and needs. Again, they're our series sponsor. They really help us out. Great partners they are. And go ahead and go out there and get you some CBD-based products. 9 cars under a blanket as we approach the restart box to start stage number 2. The 5 is going to lead in the green on the inside row. The 22 is on the outside. 42 lap stage, and we're off. The 60 going around in the back keeps the car under him, but the top 4 falling or driving away from the back 4. The 7 falls back. Dan did get around the 60, but he hits the white line. He's going to go right up the track. The 60's going to come right by. Side by side down the front stretch. That is for 5th. The top 4 nose to tail. Again, up front, we got Too Fast For You, Corey, 2 words, and Jay Wood. Back here, we have Dan in 5th, Trans in 6th, Spoob in 7th, Miz in 8th.
No. Oh, I'm good.
And Miz goes.
Nah, it's not a big deal.
To the inside wall. Major implications,
No,
but
you're
still
good.
a long race. And we will stay green as it starts to get hectic up front. The 22 to the race lead. Jay with the 2nd. Too Fast For You in 3rd, and 2 words in 4th. The 88 car down on the bottom of the racetrack, catching the car, stays under him there, but he's going to lose some time to the leaders here. So you have Corey up front, towards second. Too Fast for You in third. Jay with the fourth. And then a group of three back there with Dan in fifth. Believe that would be Trans in sixth and Spoob in seventh. Trans looking to get around Dan Vadas for the fifth position. And Spoob looking to make a move on Trans. I believe Trans caught the wall in the backstretch. Spoob catches that white line, and around the outside goes the 60, and Spoob trying to catch the car at the bottom of the racetrack. He will do so, but he'll lose the spot to the 7 car, putting him in 8th. Back up front, the 5 car of Too Fast for You's in second, Towards in third. Top 4 about equidistant from each other. That's a good about 5 car lengths from each other until the 2 car Towards got into the wall. Same mistakes he was making at the end of stage 1. And the 88 makes contact with him. They're on the flat of the racetrack. The 00's on the flat of the racetrack trying to catch his car. He's going to come back up in front of the 7. He's going to lose the spot to the 60. And the 7's a coming. He's got some momentum on him. So Jay Wood up to third, Towards in fourth. Grave mistakes being made. Towards flirting a little too much with that outside wall, getting his Darlington stripes in today. Pumping those numbers, he says. Back here we got a 3-car battle for the 6th position. That's Dan, Crazy, and Spoob. 00, the 7, and the 74. And the 7 into the wall. Here comes Spoob making easy work of that. Puts Spoob in 7th, the 7 in 8th. The 7 of Crazy. Back up front, it's a 2-horse race with the 22 of Corey and the 5 of Too Fast for You. Corey's going to go ahead and let the 5 car right on by. That's the 5 of Too Fast for You, taking the race lead again. Took the lead with 3 laps to go in stage 1. Led the last 2 laps, and he's going to take the lead here with 35 to go, or 31 to go in stage 2. Jay Wood's now started to gap Towards. Jay Wood looking to open up that gap there. He's in 3rd. Corey and Jay Wood 2nd and 3rd. Now that's a sight we're more used to seeing, but we're more used to seeing him 1st and 2nd. We have Trans in 5th. Let's see if Spoob can make the gains on Dan for 6th. Dan is all over the road. Here comes Spoob. Huge run off the center, off the turn 2. Huge run down the backstretch. Dan finding a tight car in the center of the corner, and it looks like a car that's loose off. Spoob holding a steady wheel through the center of the corner, gaining all that time on Dan. Back up front, it's still the 2-horse race, but the 5 leading over the 22. The 88 looking to gain a good... Whoa, car on the flat down there. That's the 2 of 2 words. Everybody making love to the apron of this racetrack. Everybody getting their Darlington stripes and making those right rears scream for a little bit of mercy by the time this run is over. I can tell you, those right rear tires will not look pretty when they come off the car. For every driver on the track right now. They don't call her too tough to tame for nothing. These drivers are getting a workout trying to keep these cars from spinning off these corners. On board with Spoob, see if we can get a run on this 00. And into the wall, that's going to open up a huge run on the 74. From the 74, he's looking to get around the 00 into turn 3. He'll slide up to clear him. The 00 comes right through the center of the corner. The 00 right on the back bumper to 74, getting all he can through the center of the corner to try to make a pass back on the 74. But he got the wall there in 3 and 4, and it's not going to happen this time. The top 3 now running about the same distance apart, a good 25 car lengths between the top 3. You have the 2 car on pit road. I forgot about green flag pit stops. We're about that time to split this stage in half. About 21 laps to go and 21 down. The 20's on pit road now. The 00 finds the wall, make a little love to it. The 5 car will take 20 laps to go.
Okay, get back in there. Let's go.
The 74's on pit road. The 00's on pit road. The top 3 stay out. And the 88 making a pass on the 22. That's Jaywood going by Corey. The marquee names duking it out second and third. Jaywood the second, making easy work of Corey in third. The 5 down on the bottom of the racetrack, he's looking for pit lane. The 88's going to follow suit. And the 22 does not. The 22 will take over the race lead of this race. 22 continues to run these laps. He's running this to the very last moment. The 00 having a little trouble there in 3 and 4. Getting his car up to speed here. He's right in front of the 22 car.
That was a better lap.
And here comes Corey, finding his way to pit lane this time. Corey crawling at pit road speed. Drivers coming by to unlap themselves. That's going to be interesting to see where the 5 and the 88 come out compared to Corey. Right now, half a lap down to the 22 is the 5 car. He should cycle out to be the race leader again. Going to be coming around
Keep hitting your
to
mark.
17
You'll keep getting better.
laps to go. There they go. They're taking 17 laps to go. The 5 is still second. The 22 still on pit lane. The 22 is down and away as the 5 car enters turn 1. It's going to be a huge lead that the 5 and the 88 have over the 22. You got the 5 of Too Fast For You leading over the 88 of Jay Wood in second. You got the 2 car of Two Words in third. Then it's the 22 Corey in fourth. The 60 of Trans in fifth, and he's under attack from the 74 of Spooby in sixth. Dan the 00. Dan and Crazy are going at it for the 7th position. Crazy right now sitting in 8th. Miz in 9th, just trying to stay on the lead lap. On board with Jaywood. Jaywood may be looking finally in the second stage of this race to take over the race lead soon, and a loose off of turn 2. Gotta catch the car on the bottom of the racetrack. He's lucky there's about 5 lanes of apron down there. And all that time, the 88 had made up on the 5 car. He's gonna have to gain it right back. Now, he has a fast car, and I believe there's still enough time for him to do so. There's no doubt there's still a lot of laps left, and the 5 can definitely make a mistake in 1 lap, and the lead will switch hands. But they're going to be coming around to 13 laps to go here in stage 2. They're not going to have to make another pit stop this stage. Off of turn 4, the 5 over the 88. We'll see if Two Words and Corey have anything to say in about 13 laps from now. Trans Am holding 5th over Spoob in 6th. Dan and Crazy are about nose to tail here for 7th and 8th. Back up front, on board with the 88 of Jaywood. Gonna get all the draft down the front backstretch. The 5 catches the wall on the entry. The 88 riding right on the bottom lane of the racetrack, right above the white line. The 5 riding about half a lane higher. Into turn 1 they go again. The 5 getting a little tight, have to back off a little bit. The 88 gained a little bit of momentum there, but also got tight through the center of the corner. Nose to tail this time by. They'll be coming to 10 laps to go. The 5 cuts across the track there. A little loose. They're going to be side by side. 10 laps to go at Darlington. Jaywood leads that lap. And Jay Wood to the race lead. Clears the 5 car into 1. And he's about to open those sails and fly. '88 made easy work of one little mistake the 5 car made, and it magnified quick.
I need 10 more solid laps. Concentrate for me.
Back here, the 7 car Crazy did make a pass on Dan for 8th. So switch those spots if you're keeping track of scoring. I say that because I mainly have to keep track of scoring myself with no live scoring. The 7 in the wall, but the 00 right back in front of him. And the 7, he hit the wall a ton. I mean, he lost a lot of momentum. A lot of damage on that 7. The 20 in the wall hard. Is that lag?
Nope, that was the wall hard.
20 did make a little bit of love to the wall there. And Jay Woods are coming. On the bright side, should the 20 be lapped in the next 5, 6, 7 laps, he will be the only car 1 lap down and should get the lucky dog. But we're all rooting for everybody to stay on the lead lap here by the end of the stage. Jay Wood is coming. We'll see if the 20 does have the speed or the time to hold him off here.
No, not when I hit the wall like that.
This time by it'll be coming to 5 laps to go. A track that's too tough to tame, and some drivers have proven that nickname to be true. On board with Jay Wood. Seeing as he approaches Miz. Time by again will be 5 laps to go. The 5 car, Bo, the 88 of Jay Wood passed him. He's losing time to Jay Wood, but he's not losing at a significant rate to where if the 20 does fight with Jay Wood, this could make the stage finish interesting. So we'll see how this goes. Miz is fighting hard to stay on the lead lap as he has the right to. The 88 goes by the outside.
No, I was getting
4
in
laps
position.
to go.
I just wasn't going to lose time doing it. I waited till they actually return and got down off the track.
Laps to go in stage 1. Jay Wood holding a significant 20-ish car length lead over the 5 car. Too fast for you. Miz lets the 5 car go on by not for position.
Hell no. That's second place.
Two at the line.
I believe we have Corey in 3rd with 2 words in 4th. That would be Trans in 5th. Booby in 6th. Dan
One more to
in
go.
7th. Crazy in 8th. Miz 1 lap down in 9th. Less than 2 laps to go here in stage number 2. Last lap of stage 2? Alright.
Yep.
Coming through turns 3 and 4. It's not going to be a fight to the checkers, but Jay Wood fought hard this stage. From 0 to hero, help a hero
That'll
to
earn you a
200,
stage
Jay
point.
with a hero in stage 2. It only took him till the second stage, but once he got up front, he drove away. So it'll be interesting to see how stage 3 shakes up. Again, stage 3, the final stage of the race. Everybody comes across the line now. Let's see how the order is. You have Jay Wood over Too Fast For You on the front row. Corey and 2 Words in row 2. Trans Am and Spoob in row 3. The 00 of Dan and Crazy in row 4. And Miz in row 5. Miz is 1 lap down, but he will be getting the lucky dog and getting right back onto the lead lap. So the 20 car, the beneficiary of the stage 2 caution. The second caution of the race. The 2 cautions have been stages.
All right, man. You're coming to the green.
Here we
Almost
go.
ready.
9 cars rolling double wide to the restart box. Green flag is in the air. Jay Wood leads them to green. We're going to have 54 laps in stage 3. So they're going to have to make 2 pit stops this stage. When do you make them? Or are you going to have to make 2 pit stops this stage? You can stretch it. You can make it on 1 pit stop. It's going to be tight. Can you do it? The 00 has contact with somebody. He went around. He caught the car on the inside, but we got 8 strong on the racetrack now. Dan's going to come up on the racetrack and try to regain his momentum, recollect himself, and get back into this 8-car train. Spook and Crazy are going at it. Vadas for the 6th position.
That's the only reason I went sideways, because I was trying to give you room. And the 7 just ran me over.
Back up front, it's Jay Wood, 2 Words, Too Fast For You, Corey, and Trans. Jay Wood starting to run away. 2 Words and Too Fast For You are not showing the speed they had earlier. Too Fast For You getting a little loose off of turn 2.
Ooh,
It's a little too loose for you. Caution
Careful,
on the
still there.
speedway. Accident on the
wall.
backstretch. I'm going to assume evolves to 74 because he has a lot of damage. The caution's called on the 74 and the 7 car. Looking back at the replay here. The 74 caught the white line, spun around, and the 7 had nowhere to go. Unfortunate incident, but it's the first actual incidental caution of the race. So, after nearly 100 laps of racing a track that's considered too tough to tame and getting our first incidental caution, we'll be pitting here. They'll have 50 laps to go, which will make it easier to make it on 1 more pit stop.
Back it down, back it down.
9 cars, nose to tail on the pit lane here. A few of them will be here a little bit longer than others to get some damage repairs.
It has like 9 seconds. Really? That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go, 9 cars all find their pit box here.
How do I have the very first pit stop?
Because you're the man.
Down on the way is the 88 to the line. 88 over the 2, the 22. Took the
Okay, get back in there. Let's
60,
go.
Followed by the 20, the 5.
Exiting too, basically.
Yep, looks like we're gonna get the whole field lined up here. We're gonna get the green this time by. The pace car driver just turned his lights off. We're going green. That was quick. What a quick turnaround. No drivers came out here. There was no truck drivers came out here. No, we're on the racetrack. Brett Bodine says we're all good to go. So the pace car's in the pit lane. Green flag back in the air. Let's go racing. Jay Wood and Two Words going together there on the restart. Two Words initially got a better restart than Jay Wood, but Jay Wood on the inside lane. It'll prevail. We'll slide up.
Whoa.
Jay Wood will slide up in front of the Two Words. We're going to get a 9-car train at Darlington.
My bad, Miz, if I hit you.
No, you're good. I was trying to check up.
Everybody up the racetrack in one. The 22 and the 5 making love on the bottom of the racetrack. The 00 finding his way to the bottom of the racetrack, along with the 5 a little bit. Everybody says that maybe we should race on the flat of the racetrack. I mean, look at how many lanes there are down there. And they're quite showing it today. Up front, it's Jay Wood and Two Words. We got a battle for third here. We have Too Fast For You, Dan, and Miz. Miz in the top 5. That's a feel-good story for you tonight. And he's going right up to the back bumper of the 00 there.
I'm glad he checked up, or else Lou would have died.
Not as dumb as I
On
look.
move the 20 of Miz.
Inside.
They go diving in the turn
Oh,
one. They
no.
both get the wall. Miz into the wall.
I had
the
help
7.
getting the wall.
The 7 car not making that many friends out
Got a
today.
Carlo now.
60 goes right on by the 20 as he's trying to get back up the speed. It's like the 7 falling back to the rear of the field. Oh, just checking up front. The 2 car to the lead. Jay Wood back to third. The 5 making easy work at the 88. I don't know what quite happened, but there was a lot of checking up and the lead changed hands a little bit. So 2 Words over Too Fast, over Jay Wood, over Dan, and Spoon's going to round out your top 5 with a back end that looks like a parachute.
I'm in my car just to kick 2
You
years.
just posted your best lap ever.
Oh shit. That was it.
Jay Wood all over the back bumper of the 5 into the wall, and Jay Wood making a huge run down the back stretch. He's looking for second again. He will make easy work of his teammate. The 5 car looking to get a run back on Jay Wood, so this battle for second isn't done yet.
I got a good view of it.
Yeah, you do. The 2 sliding up the racetrack up there in the race lead. That's going to allow this 88 to maybe even have a sniff at that. Dan now right in the middle of 2 large groups contending for positions. The race lead battle between the 2, the 88 and the 5. Then a huge gap. Then there's Dan. Then another huge gap. Then there's the 60 to 22 to 74 to 20 and maybe to 7. Up front, the 2 car gives the race lead to the 88. I believe he got loose off the 4, but still, what a move. That was a little hectic as it continues to stay hectic off of each turn 2 and turn 4 exit. There's a little surprise around every corner. Seems like it. Whether it's a pleasant surprise depends on who's the one spinning. So Jay Wood back out in front, teammate of Too Fast for You there in second. A little bit of trouble in the back, the 22 having to give up a spot to the Trans. Spoob looking to get around the 22, but the 20 went to the outside, so Spoob had nowhere to go unless he wanted to take it through, which is not what you want to do at Darlington. 22 making it. Corey continues to make love to the wall, trying to tally up that Darlington stripe number. Say he's got to pump those numbers like 2 words did earlier. Got to pump those numbers at Darlington. Now, the 7 looking for a spot from the 74. And Corey looking for a spot on Miz.
Car high, careful.
Down the front stretch they go. Miz gives him the spot. The 7! A dive to the inside of the 74, and he's not going to even try to pass it cleanly, but it's going to backfire. Huge mistake from the 7 car, being aggressive on passing the 74. They make contact. The 74 gets to the wall. The 7 hits him, and the 7 goes around. The 5 of Too Fast for You, the 2 of 2 words. This is a battle for second shaping up. Two words making contact with the wall, and he's all over the road. This is going to allow Dan to take a sneak for third. A sniff of third. Diving to the inside of turn 3 he goes, trying to get his nose under the 2 car's quarter panel, trying to stay off the white line, crosses at probably the luckiest point you can cross the white line right there. Doesn't completely lose control of the car, but loses some momentum. Dan looking to try to get a run through the center of the corner and exit so he can get it up on that 2 car. Green flag, pit stops on the horizon. Dan making love to the wall there, getting his Darlington stripe count up.
It's pretty high.
Another one, another one. 33 laps to go here at Darlington. If you want to make it a one-stop race, you got to pit in about 8 laps. The thing is, that's about how many laps of gas most of these guys have. It's going to be really interesting to see if everybody pits on the same lap, considering everybody's shooting for a similar goal. And if not, it's going to be interesting to see the fuel mileage play out at the end of the race. Jay Wood has pulled away a great deal over the 5 car, so he continues to extend his lead. Back here we have 2 words leading a decent group of cars for 3rd, or is it Dan that's leading a group of cars for 4th now? Dan making his run at the 2 car yet again. We'll see how this one goes. Diving back into 1, the 2's into the wall. Dan with a huge run. Right on the 2 car, has nowhere to go but the back bumper. And Dan also being pressured by Corey breathing down his neck. Dan's got to find a way around the 2 car, but there's nowhere to go. The 2's back in the wall. Dan with a huge run, and he's going to get his chance now. The 2's going to give him the spot. And Corey's going to go right on by as well. That's going to put 2 words back inside. To 5th, Dan the 3rd, Corey the 4th.
Mm-hmm.
Boob and Miz are having a great battle for the 7th position. Nose to tail and all over the road. Back up front, the 22 up to 3rd. Dan made a mistake and he's back to 5th. Two words all over the back bumper of the 22. The 22's into the wall. 2 words with the momentum, but nowhere to go. 27 laps to go. Green flag pit stops predicted to be in about a lap or so, where the window will finally open. Make it to the end of this race.
You're almost out of gas.
Two words again, looking for momentum, but just hits the wall in the center of the corner. And Jay with the pit lane from the race lead. He's going to be followed by the 5 car. The pit window has opened. One last pit stop to make it to the end. Can you pit now, save the gas, and make it to the end and keep the race lead? Jay was about to show us if that's the case. Drivers are going to elect to stay another lap out. Dan having trouble. He out of fuel?
Yeah, I spun out and they kicked me out of fuel.
Dan spun out and lost all fuel pressure in the car. He's got to coast it back to the pit lane. The 22's on pit lane now. Tried to extend an extra lap. The 2's on pit lane. The 7's on pit lane. Everybody's on pit lane. The 74 and the 20 as well. Dan's going to coast it. He's going to lose a lot of time, possibly 2 laps. It's going to be interesting to see where everybody cycles out. Everybody working their way off the pit lane now. Jaywood holds the lead, or holds the theoretical lead over the 5 car. Unlapping himself now to the 22.
All right now, dig, dig, dig.
So he comes onto the front stretch here. He will be taking the race lead. No, he took the race lead already. That's a 00 who will be falling at least 1 down for the race leader. So Jaywood has cycled back out to the race lead. With not as big of a lead he had over the 5 cars he did before pit stops. The 5 is there. And now they made their final pit stop, so they think, can they make it on fuel is the real question. Trans ended up getting up the third. Two Words is in fourth, and Corey's in fifth. The issues with Dan moves Spoob up to sixth, Miz to seventh, and Crazy to eighth. Several cars under a blanket here. Trans and Two Words. This is the battle for third.
We got 20 more left.
Corey is there as well. Two Words making left to the wall, and Trans and Corey. Well, Corey made evasive action out of that, but Trans got loose off of turn 4 or turn 2 and had to shoot onto the bottom of the racetrack to keep the car under control. The 5 car out to the race lead over Jaywood, 18 laps to go. And Too Fast For You showing the speed up front ahead of Jaywood. Jaywood looking to come right back. The battle rages on for the race lead. 17 laps to go this time by. The Lady in Black, the track that's too tough to tame. The 50 other nicknames this track has gained, and it's well over 70-year history, almost 80 years. No, it'll almost be 70 years. I can do math. This time by will be 16 laps to go. Jaywood looking for the momentum to get around the 5 car. The 5 with a great exit there out of 4. Back into 1 day go. The 5 running about half a lane higher than the 88. Running that lane gives you a little bit more momentum on corner exit, gets you a little bit more run off the corner. But running the inside is the shortest way around. Is it the fastest way around? We'll see drivers also running a little close on fuel. Gonna be interesting to see if everybody can make it or who's gonna have to save. I believe that's what happened to Jaywood. I believe he was leading but realized he had to save some fuel. Gave the lead up to the 5, and he's saving some fuel now. This time by will be 14 laps to go. Again, the 88 and the 5 both pitted early, and they're both about a lap short. At least when they pitted, they were about a lap short, but if they've been saving now, it's going to be interesting to see. Corey going around 2 words. That's for the 4th position.
That's trans, whatever. That was trans.
Corey going around trans, my bad. Trans has fallen out of the battle for 3rd. 2 words is in 5th. Back up front, the lead continues to the lead battle continues to rage on. Jay Wood right on the back bumper of that 5 car, but does he have the fuel to make it to the end? The 5 is going to let the 88 car by. This time by, they'll be crossing the stripe with 11 laps to go. $11 to go at Darlington. The drivers continue to exchange the lead, but which one of them can make it to the end on fuel? Can they both make it to the end on fuel? The 5 of Too Fast getting a huge run through the center of turns 3 and 4. 10 laps to go. Jay Wood with a very minimal lead over the 5 car. It's getting down to the nitty-gritty of this race. The final 10 laps. It's a fuel mileage race. Who can save the fuel? Who's got the fastest car? Who's got the best handling car to put the car where they want it when it matters most? 9 laps to go. We're setting up for one of those famous Darlington finishes.
And Corey's gaining on him.
Jay Wood out in front of the 5 car. 8 laps to go. The 7 car will be going a lap down in the coming laps, provided he doesn't get a speed boost soon. Considering he's teammates to both of these cars, he's probably not going to put up an intense fight, and also we're approaching the end of the race. However, he's not forced to give over the spot, so he could fight for it. I doubt he will. And he's already pulling to the bottom of the racetrack, so he will let them by. 7 laps to go. Do they have the fuel? And does the 5 car, first of all, have the fuel to push the car a little bit more to try to get around the 88? And then does he have a better handling car or a faster car to even get up to the 88? Because now the 88's starting to gap the 5 car. They'll be coming to 6 laps to go this time by. And Jay Wood now holding about a 4 to 5 car length lead over the 5 car. If you want to know the rest of the field, the 22 of Corey is in 3rd, looking to make gains on this. I doubt he'll be able to get up there in time, but you never know. And we had Trans in 4th. No, 2 words in 4th, Trans in 5th, Spoob in 6th, Miz in 7th, Crazy a lap down in 8th, and I believe Dan at least 1 down, maybe 2 in 9th.
5 to go, you got this.
I'm only 1 down.
1 lap down for Dan with the troubles he had earlier in the race. There, coming to the final pit stop, he spun out and lost all fuel pressure. Gonna end up getting a 9th place finish unless he catches Crazy here. Crazy is on the same lap as Dan. The lead battle tightening up a little bit here. The 5 closing even closer to the back bumper of the 88. This time by, it'll be 3 laps to go at Darlington. Do they have the fuel? And do they have the fuel to go all out with this battle? Back into turn 1 they go. It's time for Jay Wood to play some defense, but it's teammates. We'll see if teammate status affects the end of this race. This time by, 2 laps to go. Jay Wood with about 2 car length lead over the 5 car, and he closes out to the center of the corner. 2 laps to go at Darlington. The 5 running half a lane higher through 1 and 2. 88 just running his line. 88 catches the wall on the ends of the 2. They're going to be nose to tail in the 3 and 4. The 5 car knows he only has a couple more chances to get to the back bumper of that 88. Because off of turn 4, Jay was going to take the white flag here at Darlington. 1 lap to go to decide it. Who's going to make it back out in front? Do they have the fuel to make it? I'm sure they do at this point.
You got to come and pit for gas.
It's going to be all the way to the floorboard, those pedals going. Into turn 3 they go.
You got 1 to go.
Jay Wood looking like it's no contest on the entry and on the exit. He's going to hold off the 5 car. Jay Wood, the winner of the Southern 200 in the Veedverks Bandit Series.
They swept the weekend.
And a sweep for Jay Wood and that Hendrick Junior Motorsports team.
All right, we need fuel. Let's pit now.
Great weekend. Definitely had the fastest cars of the weekend.
We can't win them all.
And another outstanding performance by Jay Wood. And then his teammate in the 5 car winning stage 1. What a race. The finishing order goes Jay Wood, then Too Fast, then Corey, then Two Words, then Trans, then Spoob, Miz, Crazy, and Dan. Crazy and Dan both 1 lap down. And Jay Wood and Too Fast are the 2 stage winners. That race took 1 hour and 19 minutes.